In the latest season of Squid Game, Netflix surprises fans once again by pulling off a wild twist, bringing back one of the series' most infamous characters. Il-nam, the old man who played a huge part in Season 1's shocking ending. Even though he was killed off previously, Squid Game Season 3 cleverly finds a way to feature him again. And believe it or not, his return isn't just for nostalgia or shock value. Instead, it reveals some big secrets about the deadly game's history, and how deeply involved he really was from the very beginning. For anyone who's followed Squid Game from Season 1, it's clear this show is not afraid to kill off characters at any moment. Most of the players from Season 1 were gone before Season 2 even began, and by the end of the second season, more were killed off. With all this chaos and carnage, it seemed impossible that we'd see many familiar faces again. But somehow, Squid Game Season 3 pulls off the unexpected. It brings back not just Il-nam, but a few others in creative and emotional ways. Characters like Thanos and Sae-mi, for example, appear as hallucinations in Min-soo's mind. These weren't just ghostly cameos, they represented his grief and regret, showing how the psychological scars of the games don't just fade away. These appearances allowed the show to explore how trauma affects the survivors. But then comes Il-nam's surprise appearance in a powerful flashback. And this is where things really get dark and deep. In a scene centered around the frontman aka In-ho, we're taken back to a point in his past during his early days in the games. Jae-hun is being tested in Season 3 with a brutal decision. He's given a knife and told he can kill his competitors while they sleep. The frontman tempts him by saying this could end the games for good, and let Jae-hun and Junhee's baby escape alive. Jae-hun thinks hard about it, feeling the weight of the moment, and ultimately chooses not to give in to the violence. As this plays out, the frontman begins to recall when he was put in a similar situation years ago. In a chilling flashback, we see a younger In-ho being manipulated by none other than Il-nam. Although Il-nam is masked in this memory, it's obvious to longtime viewers that it's him. His voice, posture, and energy are unmistakable. And unlike Jae-hun, In-ho chose violence. He murdered his fellow players to survive, and that decision sealed his fate as the front man. This flashback shows that Il-nam had been grooming In-ho to become part of the elite system behind the games. In-ho's decision mirrors what Il-nam hoped would happen with Jae-hun, except Jae-hun resisted the temptation. This contrast between the two men shows just how clever and calculating Il-nam truly was. He wasn't just playing games, he was studying people, testing them, and turning them into tools for his sick vision of entertainment and control. The story gets even more disturbing when we learn why Il-nam gave In-ho that knife. He wanted to prove that, when pushed into a corner, people would abandon their morals. And In-ho fell right into the trap. That one choice, to kill for survival, completely changed who he was. He lost his humanity and became part of the very system that destroyed him. Meanwhile, Jae-hun took the high road. He held on to his conscience, driven by the memories and souls of all the people he lost during the first season. His emotional strength saved him from making the same mistakes In-ho did. This difference between them becomes one of the most powerful messages in Season 3, that even in the darkest places, there's still a chance to choose what's right. What's truly heartbreaking is how In-ho's final choice, killing others for survival, ends up defining him. He didn't just lose a game, he lost himself. Instead of dying with dignity, he became the puppet of the cruel system Il-nam had built. He traded everything for power and control. And while it may have kept him alive, it also turned him into the cold and ruthless frontman viewers have come to fear. But that's not all. Il-nam shows up again later in Season 3, and this second appearance is even more chilling. This time we see who Il-nam really was before he even entered the games as a player in Season 1. If you remember, the first season ended with the jaw-dropping reveal that Il-nam wasn't just a random old man trying to survive. He was the creator of the games, starting them way back in 1988. At the time he said he joined the games for fun, to feel the thrill of childhood again before dying. That twist shocked fans and added depth to his character, even making some viewers sympathize with him a little. But Season 3 wipes away any sympathy you may have had. The new flashbacks show that Il-nam was just as evil and heartless as the rest of the rich VIPs. He didn't care about people. He didn't care about fairness. All he wanted was proof that, deep down, people are selfish and cruel when pushed to the edge. Through In-ho's origin story, we see how Il-nam carefully chose and manipulated him. In-ho was disillusioned with society, struggling in a world that didn't care about him. And Il-nam used that pain to pull him into his twisted system. He gave him hope, then stripped it away, leaving him with nothing but survival instincts. The moment In-ho chose to kill, he wasn't just playing a game anymore. He was becoming part of the nightmare. This all goes to show that without Il-nam, Squid Game wouldn't exist. He didn't just fund the games. He shaped them, controlled them, studied them, and worst of all, he enjoyed watching people suffer, just to confirm his own sick beliefs about human nature. His reappearance in Season 3 isn't about bringing back an old villain. It's about showing how deep the rot goes. He's the reason this entire world exists. And even in death, his influence haunts every corner of the games. As for the bigger picture, this twist adds a whole new layer to the Squid Game story. We see how one man's warped view of the world created a system that continues to destroy lives. It's not just about the money or the survival, it's about the manipulation, the mind games, and the way people can be twisted when they're pushed far enough. By showing US Il-nam's past and how he broke In-ho, Season 3 proves that Squid Game is more than just a violent survival drama. It's a dark study of human behavior and the consequences of power in the hands of the wrong people. The show has always been full of shocking twists and emotional gut punches, but this return of Il-nam might just be the darkest moment yet. And now that the audience knows what Il-nam was truly capable of, it makes his first season appearance even more disturbing. He didn't just play the game for fun. He watched others die, knowing exactly how it felt. He played innocent, but he was always the puppet master pulling the strings. Even as a dying man, he wanted to test humanity one last time. And in doing so, he caused even more pain. Il-nam may be gone, but his legacy lives on through In-ho, the frontman, and the twisted games he helped build. And that's what makes Season 3's twist so powerful. It doesn't just bring back a character. It forces us to re-examine everything we thought we knew about the show, and about the people inside this brutal world.